Hi everybody, this is Molly. Today we're going to be talking about the tale Bremen Town Musicians. So a little introduction. This tale is written by Grimm brothers. Not originally. Originally it was written before this, but they made it more popular. They are from Germany, obviously, and they grew up on their own most of their lives because their parents passed away at a young age, so they had to take care of their siblings. But they were very literate people, and they grew up to be very smart and intelligent, and they were influenced by folk poetry from three men. One is this guy, Clemens Brentano, and this guy, I don't know how to pronounce this, but there's that guy. and this one, specifically in the folk poetry. And this got them kind of started off their career in 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 this like folk tale writing literate tradition. Um, so to go into the story, it's it takes place with starts with a donkey, a hound, a cat, and a rooster, and they meet along the road. And they all share in common that their owners do not want them anymore. They're just sick of them. They're not like they're useless because of various reasons. So they get kicked out, and they meet up and decide to go to Bremen. And on their way, they settle into a tree, and the rooster sees a light in a cottage, and they decide to go over there, and they see that there's thieves with lots of food and drink, and they decide to scare them out of their house, and they succeed, and then they settle in for the night. The thieves come back, and they scare them away again, and then they live there happily ever after, and they never really make it to Bremen. And that's what I want to talk about mostly. Well, first off, this is a like anthropomorphic tale, meaning that we are looking at animals who are speaking English, but are speaking human. They have human-like qualities, but they are animals, and I think this has to do with a lot like with just attracting children to the tale. But mostly what's interesting from this week's lecture, we learn about the land of cocaine, and I think Bremen to me represents the land of cocaine in a similar way, that it's a place where everybody's accepted and is going to get along with where it accepts whoever's there and is happy, and you don't have to care about anything in the world. And I think that's what's interesting is that's what they started off going there for, but as you know, like they never made it to Bremen. They just stayed in the cottage, and to go into like what that really represents, um, they didn't need Bremen to be happy, because the whole reason they left on their trip was because they were unwanted, and because of that now they have each other, and so they're wanted by each other, and they didn't need to go to Bremen in the first place. And so the moral of the story is friendship is all one needs to be happy, and like the power of friendship to heal like yourself, you know, and heal each other. And these are my questions, which I kind of answer slightly, but you can add on. Do you think the story would have a different meaning if they actually made it to Bremen? Like maybe that, you know, like we never get to see the town, so I'm wondering how would that change the story? Why do you think the grandmothers decided to end the story here? Why is it still called the Bremen Town Musicians if they never got there? This is interesting to me. And then here are some like other pictures of just like the illustrations of it. And this one's like live puppet show. Okay, well that's the whole presentation. Okay, hope you liked it. Bye.